never been here before. I don't think I've been here before. Look at that. That's just going to flake off. Look at it. This building is interesting. Can't see it too well from here. Look at that thing. I wonder what that is. Trying to get a picture from the front of it. See that? There's a lot of old sort of castle-y looking buildings around here, like houses with like castle-like bits on them. I came through, I think it was Soulgrave, which I've been to before. They've got Soulgrave Manor. Look at this tree, this is old. This is cool. I don't know what type it is. I can't really tell. It almost looks like an apple tree or something. It's got its leaves on it, which is very strange. It's very strange. It's like an evergreen. A lot of these plants have got their leaves on. Yeah, this is a cool place. Check out this place. Very quiet. This is, I don't know, it's called Edgecote. Rabbit there. I've seen a lot of large birds around here. I saw 4 or 5 swans. Well, I think they were swans or large white geese flying. I just saw a large hawk over there. Saw a sort of interesting old bridge with like a lake that came right up to the bridge, and it was sort of held back the lake and the water flowed down in a stream. It had this sort of Greco-Roman looking little house above it. This is so cool. This is awesome. It's huge houses. I don't know what this place is. Someone's house. It's huge. This is like where sort of politicians would live or something like this, you know. Crazy. Trying to get to Chipping Warden, but I don't know where it is. I think it's over that way somewhere. I don't want to go too far today, so we've only got a few hours of light left. Light rain is forecast. And I'm really tired. These birds are healthy. This is Fenford, near Fenford. This is one of the quietest places ever. I've been here once before. I've been down this track once before. No idea why I would have been out, because I don't know if I came from the north. I don't know if I've been through that way before. Looks new. The way I came looks new to me. Can't be certain, but there's all sort of bridleways and tracks here. That you got this very narrow track going through these sort of long grassy fields. It's very interesting. I'm in a bit of a pickle because it's wet and I haven't got caught out in the rain for a long time on the bike. On any bike. Just had water, I've had water spray up from the road after it's been raining and stuff, but actual rain, I've been quite lucky, but it tends to be springtime when they get caught out in the rain. It's not heavy rain, but it's a bit heavier than I expected. So I've got to cross Brackley to get home, and Brackley is maybe 6 to 8 miles away. Got plenty of battery, no punctures or anything, no problems. Oh, I've got a problem here though. This shouldn't be exposed to the rain. This is evenly. It's about, I don't know, 8 miles from my house or something like that. 7, 8 miles. The rain's let up, thankfully. But listen to this weird sound my front wheel's making. Red Lion pub. Yeah, I don't know what that sound is. I think it's a bearing or something. Could be a loose spike. I think it might be a bearing problem. I don't know. Close the fucking door, for fuck's sake. Always leaves it open. Right. Changing the gear cable on these things is not easy. Gotta find a way to get all that stuff out there. That mud. It's yeah, it's just spray something in there or something. Push something down there. I don't know. So yeah, you can have this where you want. You can have it really far down like that if you want. It's a bit weird. I don't like it that far down. I had it right up, almost. That's clicked into. Doesn't want to move now. It's clicked in place. I had it right up like that. I like it like that, but it was rubbing on the cable, which isn't ideal. I had to keep putting. I had to keep putting oil in there so the cable didn't wear a hole through the casing or burn itself, wear itself out. That it has worn the paint on the casing, I think. It's not ideal because you don't want it to rust. Depends what it's made of, I suppose. But yeah, so the trick is going to be to try and, I think, feed the cable through one of these little holes. Put these new grips on. I wanted the white one, same as what my big bike has, but they were sold out. I guess people like those white ones. Brakes are the same. Because I've bought this new shifter, right? It's a 10-speed, so it should match. It's a Shimano. I'm hoping it's going to match with, be compatible with the Tiagra system, what was on this bike. People said if the brand is the same, it should work. So we'll see. I forgot how you do this, whether you've got to have it in the highest or the lowest or whatever to get it right. I'll have to watch a video, but the main issue is getting the cable through to start with. We used an old bit of cable to try and push through, and you can see it's not gone through the right way. It's got to follow that. That is a thicker cable though, because it's a brake cable, so it's having a harder time to bend and follow that curve. Might be possible to get it done. It's probably easier with the bike up like that, although I can't get through to there as easily. I can't push through this side as easily. The reason I don't want to remove the whole motor is because all of these cables are attached to it, and it's just a pain to do it. It's just harder. I'd also have to take the chain off and everything. I think I can get it done like this for less effort. See, when I'm doing something, it's like he's got to come and do something. Otherwise he feels like a loser or something. But yeah, just sort of doing this in stages. It's not hard to work on this bike. It's much easier than the mountain bike. When I'm working on my mountain bike, I feel like I'm fixing every problem with a hammer in a metaphorical sense. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I just sort of resort to like brute strength. It's not like, whereas this is like pruning a bonsai tree or something. That is rubbing, but that is not what was causing the sound before. It sounded like a bearing. It's still spinning quite well, even though it's rubbing. It sounded like a bearing or maybe a spoke. I don't know. The spoke should be okay. I haven't tightened them, but I don't hear any like sort of sounds that I would expect to hear. It is rubbing. That annoys me. I've hit a few big bumps recently and it could have bent the wheel, but I check it every time. Every time I go over a big bump that I didn't mean to, I'll check it to see the wheel's not bent, to check that it's spinning properly, so I'm not wasting my battery power. And you've got these things to adjust to make it wider so it doesn't rub, so it's good. But yeah, there is a lot of these little things you have to keep an eye on with this bloody thing. That's like the price of efficiency, I suppose. You see, it's not that bent. And I guess if there really is a big problem, I can just buy another wheel. They can't be that expensive, although they are high quality cycling ones. I don't know how much they cost. The bike in total, I think they used to go for about $1,000 or $1,500. Obviously, got it for less than that. But yeah, I just try and get this sorted. I think it's so. We did have issues with it loosening with this. When my cousin rode it, he loosened the motor and it started bouncing around and then it derailed the chain, and he was like, "Oh, bloody bike, I'm going to throw it in the fucking bush." But it's really tight on there now though. See, I had to redo it, I had to retighten it, and that's why it was so close. It was rubbing on the cable then, you see. But I think I'll leave more space this time, and I don't think I need to do more Loctite on there because it was so stiff trying to get it off. Trying to undo it, I couldn't do it with my hands. I had to use the hammer. Even once it was starting to move, I needed to keep using the hammer. It was so difficult. Oh God, you see how that just moves by itself? That's because I messed with the chain maybe. There's quite a bit of weight to it, you know. Another thing I've got to keep an eye on is I had the cable was running through this. The cable was knocking on this. It split apart, and I lost the cap. I keep losing the caps and whatever, and I'm having to tape around that cable. That's the most annoying thing, is you have to get a new cable because it flays apart like that. I've got to get a new can of WD-40 because this is gone. I'm watching Dylan Thompson's channel at the moment. I've been catching up on his videos today. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too hard to get this finished. Oh, I also need to do a grip throttle, so I need to resolder the cable. I'm waiting for a connector that's going to be compatible with the ones that are on there, and then resolder a grip throttle.